And here he comes, Nick Diaz. We mentioned they have fought twice before. Diaz is just 20 years old, a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu standout under Cesar Gracie. The first time we fought, I didn't give him any respect. He was good, and he won. The second time, I played my game, and this time he said they will leave no doubt who the better fighter is.
Nick Diaz is an excellent jiu-jitsu fighter. His stand-up is not quite as good as Jeremy Jackson's, though, but Jeremy Jackson's groundwork is not as good as Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz, again, a star pupil of Cesar Gracie. Look for him to take this fight to the ground and try to submit or pound out Jeremy Jackson.
Many believe Nick Diaz is the future of the welterweight class. The last meeting he was superior on the ground. Tail of the tape. These are two very, very young but experienced competitors. Two that want to make a statement here in the welterweight division. Ready to make a statement inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds in the welterweight division. Standing to my left is an expert in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. This fighter holds a mixed martial arts record of 7 wins with 2 losses. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, introducing Nick Diaz. And his opponent, standing to my right, this man is a Vale Tudo fighting expert with a mixed martial arts record of 9 wins with 3 losses. Standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Port Hueneme, California, please welcome the Scorpion, Jeremy Jackson.
Two very different styles, as Steve Mazzagatti will be our UFC referee.
You ready? You ready?
Diaz, Jackson, and the welterweights are set.
Third fight in the series. Again, Jackson's going to look to keep this fight in his feet, and Diaz definitely wants to go to the ground. See him just avoiding the strikes, circling, looking for the opening to take Jeremy Jackson to the ground where it's his world. There he goes.
Diaz in the solid red trunks, Jackson in the red and black trunks.
Oh, good left hand by Jeremy Jackson. Nick Diaz has a little rock there.
Both fights, as we mentioned, have ended very quickly. And of course, Diaz wants the takedown. Jackson, as Joe pointed out, wants to keep this fight on the feet and was not able to do it here early.
Jeremy Jackson is not going to be able to get up from this. This is going to be very hard. Nick Diaz, this is his world right here. There's a huge difference between the skill levels of these guys on the ground.
How much in a matter of months can his skill improve as he gets up quickly?
Very nice.
Trying for another takedown, and he has it.
Again, this is Jeremy Jackson's worst nightmare. He does not want to be on his back with Nick Diaz on top of him. Last time they fought, Nick Diaz mounted him and pounded on him, and Jeremy couldn't do anything. He couldn't dismount him. Nick said in an interview, he said, once I mounted him, I knew he didn't know what to do. He had no idea. He's going to do it again. He's passing his guard. You look as his left leg comes up. He's going to stick it on top of Jeremy Jackson's right leg and push it down and pass his guard. He's going to stick his right leg out of there, and he's going to mount him. So he's doing that shoulder knock right there. He slams his face with his shoulder. That's mostly just to distract him so he can pass his guard. That's what he's concerned with right now.
Little Jiu-Jitsu 101, half guard closed and now opened, and that's exactly right. He does not want Nick Diaz to get side control.
There's a huge difference between these guys skill level-wise on the ground, just as there is a huge difference between them skill-wise standing up. Very interesting contrast in styles. Okay, he's got knee on the stomach. Uh-oh, made a mistake there.
Again.
He made a mistake there, though. He tried to do knee on the stomach and punch him instead of just mounting him. And Jeremy got up. This is Jeremy's world. He can avoid the takedown again.
Bound and determined for the takedown is Diaz. And I know you're thinking, Joe, Jackson's got to punish him a little bit when he's got that leg. But he's so worried about the takedown occurring, he doesn't want to give up any potential defense.
Yeah, that's the most important thing to him, is to avoid the takedown. Throwing shots from there, he's got no leverage. It's really hard for him to make any impact.
There's nothing going on there, Jeremy.
And Jeremy Jackson, he's just going to hang on his guard.
Now remember, Diaz has to stay active, and so far he has, or the fighters will be stood up.
Good job by Jeremy Jackson so far of avoiding Nick Diaz, avoiding the submission. So he's going for one of his own, lift his legs up.
Fight him in the air, Jeremy. Fight him in the air. There you go, you're doing good. Fight him in the air again.
I've got to imagine his camp has worked on ground defense. No defense to those rights and a left, and he throws him right back on his backside.
His camp is working on ground defense, but there's a big difference in the skill level of his training partners as well. I mean, Nick Diaz is working out with Cesar Gracie and Gil Castillo and guys who are just phenomenal jiu-jitsu guys. Whereas I don't think Jeremy Jackson's camp, I don't think they're quite that on that level.
Good boxing and wrestling. Considers his style boxing. And so this is not, as you said, where he wants to be with 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining in round number 1. Welterweight matchup.
Uh-oh, Diaz is out. He's posturing up. He's out of the guard. Now he's going to look to throw those legs aside. Oh, nice kick from Jeremy Jackson from the bottom.
And those are legal. From the bottom, it's okay.
He's going to push his legs to the side and then try to mount him. There he goes. He's got side control. Bad position for Jeremy Jackson. Okay, Jeremy Jackson's got half guard again.
He's got him up against the fence as well, which loses a bit of your leverage if you're trying to avoid the takedown or the passing of the guard. You have about half the space to move, and the other space is closed off by the gates. A couple of lefts connect, and a big
nice
kick again.
Nice kick from the bottom by Jeremy Jackson.
I'll tell you, if he catches him with one of those, it might be good night.
Jerry Bolander got knocked out by Murilo Bustamante like that in Brazil. You got to be careful of that. It's also the way Renzo Gracie knocked out Oleg Tektarov. Oh, he's rocked.
He's rocked.
He faked it.
Awesome, nice work by Jeremy Jackson.
Oh, those are hard shots.
Wow.
Jeremy Jackson's a very good striker. Even from that position, he can hurt Nick Diaz.
That was great possum there.
Yeah, very good
and
possum.
Diaz did let down for a moment.
Yes, he did. It worked.
Wow.
That was real.
Good gamesmanship by Jeremy Jackson.
And excellent takedown defense, too, by, oh, there he goes. He pulls guard. Good work by Nick Diaz.
Good survival in the first round by Jeremy Jackson.
Jeremy Jackson's a tough dude, no doubt about it.
And the horn sounds, and we have completed 5 minutes, the first of 3 scheduled rounds. And there is Nick Diaz coming out of his corner, ready to go here in the second round. Well, we know one thing, for the first time in this trilogy, the fight has gone further than the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, these guys know each other's game very well now.
Something about personal vendettas and bragging rights, too.
They
make
touch
it
gloves.
so interesting.
Show of respect. Touch gloves at the start of the second round.
How does Jackson avoid the takedown, get into his forte, and that is using the fist. There's the sprawl. He's got a leg, though. There, Jackson punishing Diaz in his attempt for a takedown.
Nick Diaz is very creative with this, though. He spun around away from it. He's holding on to that leg. Very good takedown. He's just a spider. He gets a hold of you. He's not going to let you out of his web.
Good right, and a left that connects. Diaz trying to rain down with the right.
Throwing shots to the body there. Oh,
good
nice
shot
one.
to the midsection.
Oh. You know what? You're stuck pinned against that floor. Those hurt, man.